Welcome back to Avalon and Ninth. Please make sure to subscribe, like, comment, hit the notification bell so you never miss a video. Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel and welcome to the squeaky chair edition. Just kidding. Welcome to week 43 of 52 weeks of Halloween. Yes, my chair is very squeaky. Yes, I know my microphone picks it up. Really isn't much I can do about that when I got to adjust myself over here. So it is what it is. So I am using this photo kit from Shop Jessica Hearts. It is inspired by Halloween Town. Another classic movie from my childhood. So the washi, as you see me, I point right there. The washi is a little bit longer. I think it's these kits have been formatted for the new life planners that came out. So I think that's what it is, but who knows. Anyways, I'm just getting all this stuff done. So this is going to be a little bit of an interesting week because I had so much going on this last week and didn't have other things to go on and whatnot. I'm gonna journal some aspects, I guess. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. But anyways, when I bought this kit, I also bought the overlays that went with it, and it only comes with 3 full box overlays, and then I did the washi overlay, and I am having problems with this washi. Not that this is not a dig at all. I'm just having problems with it. As somebody who cuts their own stickers, I'm very familiar with what is happening right now. Sometimes the blades will have, if they have just even a tiny bit of a sticker attached to them, they won't cut through. So, and the way that the blades turn, they don't turn, so the way the machine does it and the way that you need the blade to operate, it's a very, very tricky thing, especially with clear paper. And here's the other tip. Because it's clear paper, you don't want to try and test it out because you don't want to get your fingerprints on it, on the backside. And this was picking up all of my fingerprints. I had something on my fingers. I don't even know what it was. I think it was just, from touching all of the other stickers and the paper and stuff. But I could definitely tell that it was, left a residue on my hands, and that was picking it up. I think it was from all the whiteout and stuff. But anyways, I don't know. What was I getting at? Oh, so when you go to test the edge of a sticker to make sure it's, been cut, on clear paper you don't want to do that. So you look at it to see if it's actually been cut, and it looked like it was cut. It really did. But the blade skipped in a few places, so it did give me a couple of problems, but we fixed that. And that's sometimes just what you have to do. Because nothing is ever, foolproof. It happens. So of course I would shop with the shop again. That was no dig on the shop. It was just I was having a problem with it. Pulled out trusty dusty scissors and fixed it and moved on the way. Albeit, like I said, I had something on my fingers and it was picking all my fingerprints up. So I guess, if they ever need a fingerprint sample, they can just come look at my planner. So because it only came with 3 full box overlays, I am going, and you probably saw it at the beginning of the video, I'm going to bring in one of the overlays from Rose Colored Days to use on the other boxes. I figured it wouldn't clash too much, and in fact I actually really like it. It's a very coppery rose gold that comes in, so I figure it augmented and accentuated the fall vibes that were already going on in here. So, and then because this was a hollow overlay, I pulled out my hollow silver date dots from Rose Colored Days to also put down in here, and these are the perforated ones. And I started getting it going, and then I found out that the perforation had moved down and was cutting numbers off, so I had to kind of pull the roll a little bit to find where it was going to be, and I was really hoping that it wasn't going to be something where the perforation was off on all of them. Once again, not anything that you can even prevent, because sometimes that just happens. And sure enough, as I started to pull, the perforation got better. So at some point, there was just the machine got miscalibrated, I guess you would say, is what it would have been. So, but it all worked out. There's some of the little techie behind the scenes shop owner stuff going on there. So yeah, and if you haven't ran into miscut stickers or stickers that have not been cut through all the way, you are very, very lucky. I really try my darndest to make sure that as many of them are cut, that they're all cut, but I can't test every sticker, so just like this shop can't test every sticker either. Otherwise, you'd have a lot of bent up sheets coming to you. So, but I do know this, that when I find a blade that is no longer working or is starting to do what that does, it immediately gets changed, and I keep my eye on it for the next little while to ensure that it gets done. So I randomly do a test, and I'm sure other shop owners do this as well. So, but it's just one of those things. Not that you asked. Oh my goodness. So here I am trying to talk about things, and you're probably like, wow, why are you just talking about random shop owner stuff? Well, because there was something to talk about. So I kind of go through this in a different way. I am not going to go day by day. I'm actually going to put down a whole bunch of stuff first before I start doing kind of my day by day stuff. So besides pulling in the rose colored days overlays for some of the boxes, and then also the date dots, the only other shop stickers that I use in here are the emojis from the Coffee Monsters Co. So I love this kit, and this kit has so much depth and personality going on with it that I did not want to detract at all from this spread with other like colors of characters and things like that. And most of the time you'll see me use the like deco sticker that comes in the kits. Well, I bought the mini kit and it doesn't have deco with it. I think it only has like some icons or things like that. But you know, overall it didn't have like any obviously deco. So there was going to be no utilizing of that. So I just decided, you know, let's just keep it simple. So I'm just forewarning you on that you will see every single character sticker that I use in this spread, which has been something that I haven't done over the past few spreads. They're all going to be the Coffee Monsters Co. So I go ahead and grab these other overlays. Still just having that one. That one came up just fine, so I decided, you know, set it down and let's grab the trusty dusty stickers again. Or stickers. Holy crap, you guys. I am so sorry. I am just tongue-tied all the time. I'm sitting here looking at stickers, but I know that I'm supposed to be grabbing the scissors, and it's just, laugh. You can laugh at me. Because I'll laugh at myself. So these were the two boxes that I put the other hollow overlays, and then the rest, Tuesday through Saturday, is what I put on the rose colored days overlays. And I add those at the very end. And then I just frame these full boxes with the glitter headers. And I didn't want to, this would have looked really pretty staggered. Now, mind you, this would have looked really, really pretty staggered. But I also didn't want to do a stagger, because sometimes just doing a stagger just throws me off. And because I knew that I was going to journal in this one, I wanted to kind of have the same amount of room on every single day so that I could really plan out my words, so to speak. And then because I had these extra glitter headers and I knew I wasn't going to do a sidebar this week. Nope, no sidebar this week. I just added the last layer of glitter headers down at the bottom here to really just kind of frame each section. So like you have that top section and it's kind of framed off by glitter headers, and then you have the full boxes are framed off, and then that bottom section is framed off. So I figured that was really, just could grab me and grab like, okay, this is how much room you have to write. Make sure you choose your words wisely. And so yes, I do know on Monday that I did put school time on all of the stickers, and I did say that there was no school on that day. But I knew that I wanted to journal about their school this week. And look, it worked out so perfect with the Coffee Monsters Co. emojis. I had 4 of these tiny little ones left. Like, that's perfection, you guys. That is perfection. So I go ahead and I start journaling. And I wanted to journal about what they were doing in their school day. And here I am asking right now for somebody to bring me over my big old teacher's lesson planner so I could look back on the day and be like, oh yeah, I remember that. This is what I needed to do. So on Monday, I journaled starting to finish our first unit. LB, which is my second oldest, is flying through his work. Amazing. And I screw up writing there, but he is flying through all of the kids. I shouldn't say most because they're all on track with everything. It just depends on, like, my oldest, obviously his units of work are structured differently than the other 3, and that's just because he is in a higher grade. So he will actually finish his units this upcoming week, whereas these kids have finished them this last week. So on Tuesday, start work on final projects. Science, this unit hasn't been the best. Not that it was bad, it just was boring. It just didn't captivate. So we've done weather and climate before when they were younger, and it didn't captivate them. None of my kids have ever been captivated by weather and climate. They're just like, it is what it is. And that's the unit that 2 of them had to do, was weather and climate. So they weren't too excited about science, but it's getting better. On Wednesday, 2 kids are working on final projects. Weather has not been their favorite, so that just reinforces that, it's not been their favorite. And then on Thursday, 1 more day of final projects, and we will be done. So excited for Unit 2. So actually, when this video goes up, it will have been the Monday they did their final project presentations. And then we moved on to Unit 2. On Friday, there was no school. I said not all Fridays are school days. Kids love having a 4-day school week. They really do. They enjoy having a 4-day school week and having that 1 day off. Normally, on that 5th day, if it is a school day, it's usually a catch-up day, as I title them. Not that they need to catch up, but if there's like any extra little work that they can do to make sure that either whether it's studying or asking certain questions, or in this case it would be working on final projects. But I also had a doctor's appointment that day, so it was just easier to not have school and stress about that. So back to Monday. The kids had taekwondo that evening. Well, I should say the boys had taekwondo that evening. And I said, only 1 day of taekwondo this week. A good thing it is sparring week. So the boys really do love to spar. And it was nice that because it was only they have a week-long training going on. So there was only 1 day available for us to go. And luckily it turned out to be a sparring day. On Tuesday, I wrote, no activities, AC still not fixed, going to have to escalate to a manager, so happy cooler weather is coming. I'm really happy cooler weather is coming because I'm over this AC unit not being replaced and nobody giving me details. So yes, we'll be escalating, and I will let you know then next time I do a plan with me if that's what I end up talking about. It might make me too mad that I don't want to talk about it, but It is what it is. On Wednesday, youngest child, my daughter, had dance and said second round of costumes. It is my favorite time, and I can't wait for recital. I love it when she gets costumes because we've already gotten to see the pictures, but it's so cute when they actually get the costumes. Like, I love them. Love costume days. Love them. So, and she had gotten costumes last week, the first round of costumes last week, and then this round she got costumes. So on Thursday, another day of dance. He said dance surprised kids with shirts. Little Miss loves her classes, so she came out and they had surprised them all with new t-shirts that talked about the dance studio. And it was this very retro 80s vibe type shirt, so it was really cute. She's like, I got another shirt. I'm like, good for you. So she was excited. That was a nice little surprise for them. And then on Friday, I had my biopsy. So marked that down and said uncomfortable. That's really what it was. I said biopsy was not fun. Hopefully it gives us some insight into what is happening. Considering that pretty much everything else has kind of come back normal, they are still very hesitant on giving me any type of a diagnosis. And just because of past history, and this is just... But we're working forward and making progress. So we'll see what happens. I'll let you know when I know if the results were normal or abnormal. At this rate, I'm sure they're probably going to be normal because that's just what it seems to be. But anyways, on Saturday was filming day. So I sat down and I filmed all of my videos, which was very, very relaxing. Oh, there's the dog. The dog is wanting to have some attention. In fact, actually, my oldest is upstairs currently right now, and she is attached to him at the hip. Like, if he is out of her sight, she is having separation anxiety, like, horribly. And she knows she can't come up the stairs. So she sits at the bottom of the stairs, and she, as I like to say, she chirps for him, which is really weird. I think she's just a weird dog. On Saturday, we had a movie night, and yes, it's marked there that says I love food with the coffee emoji, but we had a lot of food when we were watching that movie because we were just pigging out. We were gorging ourselves on and we haven't had that in a long time. So it was just nice to sit down with the kids and just eat some food and enjoy a movie. And then Sunday was prep day, so definitely wrap it all up in a gift because we're going to have a good week. That's what that emoji does. And then on Sunday, had to lesson plan and then needed to schedule items. So, and I'm just looking for the last two emojis to put there. So scheduling, I had a few things that I had to schedule. There wasn't a lot that happened family-wise that day outside of lesson plan. It was more of just a prep day for us. So, and I had space to fill up. So, and I didn't want to write laundry because I get sick of writing laundry. I really do. I really get sick of writing laundry. And it's not like it's an exciting thing. So over here, I'm not going to do the sidebar. I know that I already mentioned that because there wasn't anything to put in the sidebar. I mean, I didn't want to put down food. There wasn't any other extra TV shows that I watched or anything like that. So, yeah. And so, pardon my finger. I didn't realize that I was holding it down until the end. I was just zoning it out and was holding the roll there when I should have really just sat the roll down in there. I'm sorry. See, now I set the roll down and now I use the correct or a better finger. So I apologize. Laugh at it. But that's it, you guys. We'll see you next time.